Hi everyone, this is Mr. Assassin and I'm here today to do a discussion about Attack on Titan. Now, Attack on Titan is currently at chapter 76. So this discussion is going to be about the information we currently have. I don't know what will happen in the future, so everything I say is and could be subjected to change. Before I get into the discussion, let me just wish everyone a Merry Christmas and let me just say Happy New Year to everyone, and I hope you party hard. Now let's get into the discussion. I want to say that I realize Attack on Titan is a manga that you have to binge read. I mean, I could just wait for the last chapter to come out and then read the entire manga again, because if I read the manga every month or every 2 months in order to review it, I forget essential stuff. Like, to give you an example, I have forgotten that the Ackerman's family cannot be mind controlled or mind manipulated. They cannot have their history deleted from their minds. So they are special in regards to the other humans. So I forgot that and I had to go back. If I'm reading Attack on manga in January or maybe in February in chapter 78, something like that, I may forget key stuff again. So I have two solutions. Either I have a notebook and I write everything down so I don't forget, or I just wait for the last chapter and then read everything again, and that's it. But let me just stop rambling and get into discussion. Now, there are a couple of key important things here. And the most important thing is Grisha Yeager. And him being an outsider, he came from the outside of the world. Him knowing stuff that anyone inside the enclosed human world doesn't know anything about. So that is going to be a key point in the discussion. Second key point is going to be Kenny Ackerman and his contribution to where we are now at this current time. Third thing is going to be the serum that Lord Race has in his syringes that make you transform into a Titan. And the fourth key point of this discussion is going to be the Beast Titan and the outside world. Now, if you can remember in chapter 46, when Rainer and Bertolt kidnapped Eren and Ymir, they were taking them to their hometown. Rainer told Eren that he was taking them to hometown. I think the hometown he's referring to is Eren's hometown, and I think he wanted to take them there to meet with the Beast Titan, either so the Beast Titan can eat Eren, because now in present time we know that the Beast Titan was waiting in Eren's hometown. He was there, so they were either going to take Eren to the Beast Titan so he can eat them and gain the control that Eren had. But at that point in time, they didn't knew about Eren's power when they kidnapped him for the first time. They didn't knew he had the command or the coordinate. So it's kind of strange. But the second reason to take him to his hometown would be to unlock the cellar and find out what was in there. But it's kind of strange if he's an armored titan and Bertolt is a colossal titan, then couldn't they just smash the door of the basement and step inside? I mean, it's kind of strange, or is it some sort of magic that protects it, or some sort of mechanism? I don't know, but they were taking them to their hometown. Grisha, Eren's father, becomes even more important, because we first find out that he was found outside of the wall with no memories. That implies that until that point he was a titan outside the wall Maria. So he was a titan that transformed into a human and had no memories. They brought him back, memories started to return. He figured out he was a doctor, that's what he told everyone. But I think that more memories returned to him, he just wouldn't say it. He just kept everyone in the dark. And the reason I'm saying this is because he had that cure when everybody started to get sick from a strange illness. He quickly made the cure and made everyone well. How would he have the know-how to create that cure if he didn't have his memories returning? So he knew more than he let on, and he knew what he did as a titan, and he knew what he did before he was a titan, and he knew what he had to do now. That's why he created a basement and all that is in that basement, which I don't know what that could be. I could speculate that there's a way to learn about the Titans' history and the Titans' creation and about their destruction, but that's only speculation. So he knew what he had to do in order to keep Aaron safe. He remembered about Lord Race and he went there and he massacred his family. He got the coordinate. He then passed the coordinate to Aaron. So Grisha, I don't know how he turned from a Titan. That's the weird thing. If he was a Titan outside the wall Maria, outside the walls, how did he turn into a human? He had no memories, so whatever he was planning was forgotten, but then he remembered it. It's kind of strange. We have to learn more about that. But my theory is that he was an irregular Titan that could control himself and was capable of logical thinking. So as a Titan, maybe one of the leaders of the Titans, maybe, I'm just speculating here, he created a plan to destroy them, and in order to do that he had to infiltrate the human world, but he knew he couldn't infiltrate it as a Titan, so he had to transform into a human. But there was a risk in transforming into a human because he could have lost his memory and his memory could have never returned. There was a possibility. Even though that was a possibility, he took the risk and he transformed into a human. He found him. He brought him inside the wall and he helped him regain his memories. So there was a very big if right there. But once his memories were returned, he put his plan into action. He destroyed the Race family and took the coordinate, which was the main thing why the Titans attack. In my opinion, that's why Reina and Bertold were told to attack and destroy Wall Maria. They were following the coordinate. So when Grisha went and destroyed the Race family and got the coordinate, they attacked. And they attacked Wall Maria in order to get the coordinate from Grisha. But then Grisha passed it to Aaron and Aaron went inside the second wall. So they had to break the second wall as well because they were following the coordinate. Even though they didn't knew at that time, Reina and Bertold didn't knew, but the Beast Titan, I think he knew. So he gave them the orders, follow Grisha. When Grisha was dead, follow Aaron. And that was their mission. They didn't know why, but they needed to infiltrate near Aaron and catch him when they have the opportunity. But not only that, so Grisha didn't do only that. He also made something in his basement that is going to be very compromising to the Titans and to the entire world. So Grisha's plans worked. They worked. And he is the reason why we are having this whole story. Because if Grisha didn't turn into a human and didn't infiltrate the human world, perhaps the Titans would have never attacked. So in a way, Grisha unbalanced the scale, that because in my opinion the Titans that live outside the wall and the humans that live inside the wall have a pact. They have an understanding. You don't come outside the wall, we don't come into the wall, you live your way, we live our way. I think that's how it is. But the first one who broke that pact and that balance was Grisha. The second one who broke that balance was Kenny Ackerman, and that's my second key point. Because the Ackerman family has always hunted the king, the Titan King, who had all the memories when the Titans were first created. If you can remember from chapter 67 and 68, they have all the memories. There's always a king who possesses all the memories and who probably knows about the dealings with the Titans and the humans. And the Ackerman family always followed that king in order to kill him, because the king was trying to kill them as well, because they couldn't be mind controlled. So there was always a feud between the Ackermans and the races. But Kenny Ackerman changed the balance. So we have two people here, Grisha, which broke the balance, and Kenny Ackerman, which also broke the balance even more. And I don't know how the King and the Beast Titan, because the Beast Titan seems to be the chief of Reina and Bertolt, so he's a key player. I don't know how the King and the Beast Titan mix up, but one seems to be inside the wall, the other seems to be outside of the wall. That balance was broken from the outside by Grisha and was broken from inside by Kenny Ackerman. Now, the third key point, and this is the most important point, is the serum that Lord the Race had in his syringes. that serum was created outside of the wall with another technology. And I'm saying this because when they want to analyze it inside the wall with their current technology, they cannot. If you can remember, Risha, when he came inside the wall and he wanted to create that serum, had to take the whole process from the beginning because there wasn't any, the technology to create it wasn't there. So what's probably in that basement is the technology to create that serum, if I think about it now. Because he worked very hard day and night in that basement to create that syringe that would give Aaron his powers. And that makes me think, if there's cities outside of the wall more technologically advanced than the humanity inside of the wall, what does that make the humanity inside of the wall, inside of the citadel? Are they just an experimental colony? Is that what they are? Perhaps the Titans are just there to keep them in check, not to go outside of the wall, and people are experimenting on them. Perhaps this is some kind of experiment, because you don't see Titans gathering outside of the wall every day. Even before the attack, you don't see Titans gathering outside of the wall. But if they're trying to get out, then Titans will appear. And this ties in with the Beast Titan, because the Beast Titan had, right now in the last chapter, had I think 100 people with him that were people, and then he transformed them all into Titans. Is he in charge of keeping the humans inside of the colony, inside of the citadel? And whenever they try, the Survey Corps try to go out, he transforms a couple of humans into Titans and sends them on their way. And if the Beast Titan was killed, then perhaps there will be no Titan out there. This is something to think about, because it's not like there's millions of Titans outside of the walls, scratching the walls like in a zombie invasion. There's none of that. So the Titans are just the mechanism to keep them confined. And perhaps if they killed the ones that are creating the Titans, like the Beast Titan, because the Beast or the Ape Titan is creating other Titans, if they would kill him in the future, then there would be no one to create other Titans, and they could simply roam into the world and explore. And what will they find there? Some advanced race that has the capability to build this serum. When I say advanced race, I'm not talking about aliens. I'm talking about humans, more advanced humans, which were able to create this serum and then experiment with this serum on this colony that is inside the citadel of people. That's just mind-boggling. They are just laboratory rats trapped inside their own walls and with Titans keeping guard so they don't get out while the experiment commences. It's very strange, very strange. And the fourth key point with the Ape Titan, the fact that we see the Ape Titan as he is a human. He's all ripped and stuff, and he seems to enjoy what he does. Like, he enjoys keeping them from finding out the truth. He doesn't enjoy killing. He's not a psychopath, but he enjoys keeping everything secret and ambushing everyone who wants to learn the truth. And he's proud of it. Like, he was given a task, and he's doing that task with utmost proficiency. And he's proud that he's doing the task he was given. I mean, more and more, it seems to me like when they kill the Ape Titan, because I think they are going to win against the Ape Titan, even if they don't kill him, but they just wound him and he has to retreat, then they are free to explore the outside world, because while he tends to his wounds, he's not able to create other Titans. Like, the Titan power has its own limitations. So if he's wounded, he won't be able to create either other Titans. And they will be able to go outside of Maria and explore further than they have explored before. And if they do that, they might find out that there are other cities out there more technologically advanced than them, and those cities are keeping them locked in. That's my theory. So that's that with the information we have on today. Rate, comment, subscribe, and have a good day.
Any rational society would either kill me or put me to some use.